Welcome to the Royal Botanic Gardens in Melbourne. There are 10 gates which give entry to the gardens, but for first-time visitors I would recommend using this gate called the Observatory Gate. The reason for this is that all the main facilities are located here. This area includes the Visitors Centre, the Gardens Shop, a cafe, outdoor seating, and male, female and accessible toilet. This magnificent gum tree was the victim of a lightning strike. Its branches now provide food for fungi and other soil invertebrates, and also habitat for small animals and insects. They will eventually rot away completely and become fertile soil. The gardens were founded in 1846 when an area of 94 acres on the south side of the Yarra River was reserved to be used for a new botanic garden. The gardens receive over 2 million visitors per year. The gardens are open 7 days a week from 7:30 AM to 7:30 PM, and there is no entry charge. It is a free attraction. This is a magnificent bird of paradise plant. Signposts like this are located throughout the gardens, and they feature maps showing exactly where you are and directions to the various features you might wish to visit. There are many gazebos in various styles located throughout the gardens. Here you can take a rest, read a book, or just sit and admire the view. We now start to descend downwards towards the Great Lake, which you can see in the background. The different habitats have illustrated signboards so that you can know what to look out and listen for. There are many tons of timber in this magnificent tree. In this area you can hear the call of the bellbirds, and also, if you listen carefully, the croak of a frog. This is a position for those taking the self-guided audio tour. This is a over 200-year-old Moreton Bay fig tree. Look how massive this tree is. There must be well over 100 tons of timber in that tree. Here's another gazebo where one can take a rest in the shade. It is guarded by this very spiky aloe vera sort of a plant. It has a nice view across this green lawn to the Great Lake in the background. The interior is lined with, in an Asian style, with what looks to me like split bamboo cane panels. This lawn features a great drift of what looks like English lawn daisies. And here is another discreetly styled toilet block. Here is a wrought iron arbour with seating inside on 3 sides. Hello everybody. So I found this nice little shady alcove here. So I thought I'd take a seat and rest my weary legs and relax for a while in the shade. It is constructed of wrought iron struts and panels all bolted together, and is designed as an open framework for vines to crawl over and provide shade to the lucky occupant inside. We are now in the arid zone garden, and this sign is letting us know that people come in here and they steal plants for their own private collection. We are now at Guilfoyle's volcano, which is the feature I have been especially looking out for. But where is the volcano, you may ask? It is just here, and it's guarded by all these nasty spiky plants. We'll take this path which spirals all around it all the way to the viewing platform at the top. The spiral path lets you get up close and personal with these very spiky arid zone plants. If you've been enjoying this video so far, would you mind if I ask you to click on the thumbs up button and give this video a huge like? It will really encourage me to make further videos for your viewing pleasure. There is a lot of traffic noise here as we are very close to the Anderson Street boundary. We also seem to be underneath the Melbourne Airport flight path. So the volcano is actually an artificial construct which is used to contain a reservoir of recycled water which is naturally filtered by the reed beds and other aquatic plants and is then filtered and used in the gardens. However, did this 8-storey apartment building get a permit to be built right there, overlooking the gardens? From this elevated position, we can get a very unique overhead view of these spiky desert plants. These spherical cactus plants put me in mind of the 1970s B-grade sci-fi horror movie Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. These large beds of flowering plants have been established in cooperation with the University of Melbourne. The purpose of these beds is to provide food for bees and other pollinating insects in this part of the garden. It is all explained here on this notice board. They certainly are a magnificent sight. Let's take a closer look. This is the Domain Road entry gate. That noise is from a light aircraft flying overhead. There's a view of the Melbourne CBD high-rise buildings in the background. This area is obviously being revegetated and has netting over the plantings to stop the ducks from digging them out and eating them. Unfortunately, the tropical glasshouse was closed on the day of my visit, so we are unable to go in there and take a look. As we now make our way towards a herbarium, this brings our tour of the Royal Botanic Gardens to a close. Thank you for coming with me on this tour, and I hope you found it both enjoyable and informative. Before we leave the gardens, on the right is the heliograph and on the left is the Melbourne Observatory, both of which will be the subject of a future video. You know, if you were to click on that subscribe button, that would let me know that you enjoyed the video and encourage me to make more for your viewing pleasure. So, go ahead and subscribe. You know you want to.